Okay, so we've added some slicers, and those are all cool, but let's add a little more to it. What we're going to do is, this is back to our final product here. We're going to add this item here. This is this is called a card, and this is just counting up the number of vouchers. So every time we kind of filter things down a bit, it changes. So I'm going to go back to my name here just to show you, and yeah, so it's just counting the vouchers that come up when you select a person or multiple people, and yeah, so that's what we're going to add to our Power BI. So I'm going to pause the video again here, but what I want you to do is to in the visualizations here, I want you to go through and find the card and add a blank card to here, and then yeah, hopefully you can do that on your own. I'll be right back. All right, did you find the card? It is right here. This is card. So yeah, these are, if you kind of hover over each of them, they all have different names and stuff, and they're all kind of neat. But yeah, so this one's card. This is going to show us just one piece of information and display it on a card. There's also multi-row card, and that's something we could use later. But okay, so let's add our blank card. So we have nothing selected here, so make sure we're nothing's highlighted. Otherwise, we'd be changing something that's selected to a card. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to click on card, and it's just going to throw it the empty one here at me. So what we want this card to do is show us a count of vouchers. So with the blank card selected, go to the fields here that we have available. We're going to use voucher number. So click that. And oh, that's not quite right. We know 53 billion is a little higher than what we were expecting. We know there's only 1.17 million vouchers that we should be looking at. So what is Power BI doing? It is assuming that we wanted to sum the vouchers once again. So let's change it just like we did previously. So we're going to drop down here, and as you can see, it's choosing sum. But what we want to do is we want to choose count. We don't want to choose count distinct because voucher numbers are not necessarily unique. Because they could also you could also have the same voucher type with the same voucher number. So they're not really unique. So what we're going to do is we're going to use count, because it's going to count basically all the lines and all the vouchers that come up for a specific user or criteria. So just click count for this one. And there we go. So now it's changed it to the 1.17 million that we know that we have here. So we can resize that and leave it there. And so, let's give it a border. And next, I want you to add another card, and I want this one to be the count of the source create users. So that'll tell us, which within a date range and within which criteria, how many people were in the pool of accountants in total that were responsible for the vouchers that are in the range. So if you only have one selected, it'll just say one. So what I want you to do is just let's have a look at our final product again. So this is what it's going to look like, and I'm just going to reset the filter here. So yeah, if you add this card yourself and make it so that it is a count of the source create users. So I'm going to pause the video, and then we'll see if you can do that on your own. All right, so this is how we add that next card. So it's just like we did with the count of voucher numbers. So we're going to add a blank card first. Well, make sure nothing's selected, and add a blank card. And it popped it right where we want it. So that's good. So this one we wanted to have the source create users. So as you can see, nothing is going to pop up here because it doesn't quite know what we want it to display yet. It's just a bunch of text. So let's drop this down, and we're going to change this to count. Oh, wrong one. It's counting the source create users that are all together here. We want the source, we want to count it on distinct. So there we go. That's when you would use distinct. That's where we want to just have specific people, and not double them up. So yeah, we have one count of of everything. I have one count of just distinct items. So keep that in mind for future items you're working on. So let's add border to that, and we're good to go. So that is how you add cards to your visualization. Cards are really handy to kind of highlight the what you're trying to convey, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, but the cards really kind of highlight the real key items that you want to show people. So yeah, thank you.